I didn't expect my life to be the way it is starting over at 41 years old. When I got back from Thailand, teaching English in Thailand for 7 years, came back to America, I thought, well, it wasn't going to really be like this. Life's not bad, though. I do live a life that a lot of people probably would love to live. Just being 41, though, my age, and wishing to have more, wanting more. It's kind of what I'm going through right now, what I've learned about myself, what I am learning about myself as I'm on my journey, living my life, trying to practice inner strength, develop more inner maturity. I think the key word I'm looking for is responsibility. Taking responsibility for my life seems to be a real strong message that I'm constantly looking at, approaching, and trying to figure out, well, what the hell does that mean to me? And how do I hammer through it to getting results in the way that I want to get results in my life, right? So, here I am, 41 years old, starting life over again, trying to pick up pieces that maybe I left behind in my life somewhere, doing something, chasing dreams, chasing freedom. There's a word, chasing freedom. And here I am, in a place where, I got so much freedom. Literally, truthfully, honestly, I could say I got tons of freedom in my life right now. I can go where I want. I could do what I want. And for the most part, life is good. But there are these things that I still would like to achieve and have for myself. So I look at this word responsibility. I also am looking at what does it mean to be a man. So I'm reading books on masculine. That's the wrong word. I'm reading books on initiation into manhood. And so as I read these books, I come across new information to look at my life in a different way and try to understand, well, if being a man in this world means having finances or tons of money or having a wife or having kids or, to use my friend as an example, 401ks, and a good career, steady income, a bought and paid for house. I don't have none of that. Does that make me not a man? So I think about things, and these are the things I think about. Responsibility. Being responsible for my life. Something to ponder on. So I probably won't do much editing again in this video. I think I like the idea of just recording, free flow, free thought, practice speaking, not knowing what I'm going to say or how I'm going to say it, but just trying to deliver the message from within. Hope that it catches someone's ears, attention, be like, oh, I think I relate to that. Or, oh, maybe you have it twisted. Thank you for telling me. Write that in the comments. So I look at my life, I look at the world, and, life is good. The world is beautiful. Things I ponder on also, being at my age, is when I was younger, could I have made better choices, different choices? I think to myself, yes, I probably could have. Maybe I'd be in different circumstances. But if I did make those different choices, those different calls, would I be the man I am now, today? Probably not. Would I have the lessons I've learned? Probably not. There's things about men in society nowadays. We don't have much initiation into manhood. There is no culture in America that gives young men the stepping stone and an initiation into manhood. I don't think there is. A book that I've been reading about this topic says that a lot of young men are very feminine, very soft. And looking at my life and kind of doing some research about who I am and where I came from, and going down the line of my father, his father, his father, and his father, I've learned a few things which make me understand where I'm at, why I'm at here. Those few things are, I think down the lineage, a lot of the dads in my lineage died young or just were not around for their kids. Hence, young men growing up did not have the initiation into manhood that they should have had. Reflecting that understanding back on myself. Should I be somewhere else at 41? Was I not a man in my 20s? Physically, yes. Mentally, in my psyche, probably not. Why? Ask the question why. Go ahead. I'll give you a minute. Thank you. Why? The reason why is because I didn't learn that word and what it truly meant. And the word is responsibility. Taking a higher step, a higher level of responsibility, and knowing what that means. A mother cannot teach you this. For the men out there, or the boys, a mother cannot teach you this. They're there to comfort, to make sure that you are safe, protected, with feminine energy, right? That's their role, that's the protocol, that's what they are there for. The father teaches you how to attack in society, to step up, to create, to, I want to use these words, force your will in your reality strong enough so that when you're approaching the world outside of you and the world around you, you show up with a certain level of responsibility. In this book that I'm reading, I completed one, but this next one, let's go back to the other one. In that book, the first book, it talks about how certain native tribes would force young boys through physical situations, which would force them to leave their childlike state behind, and it forces them to put their personal issues aside, and everything thereafter you do is for the community. That's a certain level of responsibility given to the child in initiation into manhood, which in some of those cultures, they're rebirthed and reborn again, given new names, new roles in the community, leaving their childlike presence behind, which was all about me, and entering into the tribe in a new position. One of the men. And everything you do for the tribe is for the tribe or the community. So you leave your boyish habits and tendencies behind. Everything you do thereafter is for the community. So selflessness is gone. Me is gone. These are things that I'm pondering on, trying to figure out, well, nowadays in this world, how do I apply that? Do I apply that? Can I apply that? No, I'm not in a tribe. But in my psyche, in my mind, the word is responsibility. How do I apply that to me? I see other people applying it. Looks like they hammered through. So, there's that. And there's going to be more videos to come. And if for some reason I got off topic, let me know. Write that in the comments. Thank you. You can follow. If you want to, consider subscribing. Up to you. Thank you for watching, and peace out.